Welcome students. Hope you all are fine. Yes or no? Say loudly. Yes, you all are fine. In the previous period, we started a 11th lesson of history. What is the name of that lesson? The Maratha Protectors of the Nation. Yes or no? Are you remembering it? Okay. In the last period, we studied some information about the Abdalis attack on India, as well as we learned some information about the Rohillas, how Rohillas came from Afghanistan and settled down at the foothill of Himalaya. Their information we learned in a last period. Who was the leader of Rohillas? The Najib Khan was the leader of Rohillas, and how he invited Abdali to attack on India. Their information also we learned in a last period. Okay. Today we are going to learn one of the most important battle in India, the third battle of Panipat, and the Maratha power after the battle of Panipat. Okay, what we learn in this lesson? We will learn some information about the third battle of Panipat and the Maratha power after the battle of Panipat. How they increased their power, what happened to the Maratha power. Their information we will learn in this lesson. Okay, let's start it. The battle of Panipat. Sadashivrao Bhau and the Vishwasrao took a huge army and artillery and marched towards north. They captured Delhi again. The Maratha army and the Abdalis army came in front of each other on the Panipat. Panipat is a place situated in today's Haryana state. Where it is situated? Panipat situated in a Haryana. Okay. The Marathas started a war, or Maratha opened a war against the Abdali on 14th July 1761. When they started the battle? On the 14th July 1761. When did the third battle of Panipat started? On 14th July 1761. Between whom the third battle of Panipat started? Maratha and Abdali. From the Maratha side, Sadashivrao Bhau and the Vishwasrao were the main leaders. And from the opposite side, Abdali was there, king of Afghanistan. What happened here? Both have a huge army and artillery with them. Abdali have guns with him. What the additional thing that Abdali have? Abdali have the guns with him. Vishwasrao fell a victim to an enemy bullet in the battle. What happened in that battle? The battle started in between Maratha and Abdali, and one of the shooter from Abdali shoot Vishwasrao, and due to this bullet Vishwasrao died in the battle of Panipat. Okay. Now this news heard by the Sadashivrao Bhau. He became very angry and fiercely he started the attack enemy in a frenzy. What he did, as he heard that news, he was very angry and he did not follow any plan of them, and fastly he started to kill enemies and fastly he went into the Abdali's force. Okay, he started to kill and fastly he moved into the Abdali's force. Suddenly, Sadashivrao Bhau disappeared in the soldiers of Abdali. As he was fighting there, he not able to see by the Maratha army. Seeing that the Maratha leader disappeared in the army of Abdalis, so the Maratha soldiers lost their courage. They think the Sadashivrao Bhau died in this battle and the Maratha army lost their courage, and Abdali take advantage of this situation. At the same time, he used a reverse reserve force of Abdali attacked on the Maratha army. With the fresh vigor or with the fresh power. What the Abdali did, he seen that the Maratha lost their courage, so he sent his reserve force to attack on the Maratha. And due to this, Marathas were defeated by the Abdali in this battle. This battle was very and a large amount of people died in this battle. More than 1,50,000 soldiers were died in this battle. One generation of a brave Maratha soldiers fell on the battleground. They died. They sacrificed their life. How much people? More than 1,50,000 soldiers who are the brave. In that soldiers were there, Sardars were there. They died on the battlefield, and it was a great loss of the Maratha Empire. One side they lost their brave soldiers and the Sardars, and on other hand they lost their prestige into the North India. Okay, whatever the supremacy made by the Maratha power, that also went due to this loss of the battle. Okay, now, what the Maratha did? Maratha fought with a broad perspective that the India is for Indians. What is the view of Maratha? India is of Indians. Sadashivrao Bhau explained their broad views to the rulers of North India that they all were the natives of India and Abdali was the foreigner. So he had not the moral value to rule India. Abdali was the common enemy of Indian native rulers. But the North Indian rulers did not understood his broad view. So they remained neutral in this battle, and the no ruler from the North India helped the Maratha. It results that Abdali defeated Maratha on the battle of Panipat. Okay, but we can say that the Marathas were the first who realized that India is a one country and it was necessary to protect it. Okay, before that everyone think about their small kingdom, but the Marathas were the first who understood that not to fight amongst themselves, instead of that we have to fight with the foreign powers. Okay, understood the third battle of Panipat. Third battle of Panipat occurred on the Panipat ground at Haryana between Maratha and the Abdali. From the Maratha side, Sadashivrao Bhau and the Vishwasrao was the leader, and on the other hand Abdali. Here the battle started on 14 January 1761. That battle in that battle the Abdali defeated the Marathas. Marathas fought with a broad view of mind, but no ruler ready to accept that. That's why the Maratha defeated in that the battle of Panipat. Understood this? Okay. Then what happened to the next after that Panipat? The Peshwa Nana Sahib died to heard that news. Maratha defeated at the Panipat by the Abdali. After the Nana Sahib, his son Madhavrao became a Peshwa. Who became the Peshwa after Nana Sahib? After Nana Sahib, Madhavrao became the Peshwa. Okay, the son of Nana Sahib. Madhavrao kept Nizam and the Hyder Ali at the bay. At the downside at the bay, Nizam and the Hyder Ali started their activities. So he kept restrict their activities at the bay. He tried to establish a supremacy into the North India. After the defeat of Marathas at Panipat, Nizam once again increased his anti-Maratha activities into the south. Nizam attacked on the Maratha territory. Here, Maratha and the Nizam both did a battle at a Rakshas Bhuvan near the Paitan. In that battle, once again Maratha defeated the Nizam and restrict his activity into the South India. Okay, not only the Nizam, Hyder Ali also increased his activity in a Karnataka. Hyder Ali was a Sultan of Mysore. Mysore is situated in today's Karnataka state. After the Battle of Panipat, Hyder Ali attacked the Maratha territories in Karnataka. Here, Marathas defeated Hyder Ali's force at a Moti Talao near Srirangpattanam. Hyder Ali agreed the border between Maratha and him at Tungabhadra river into the Karnataka. Okay, understood this? The Peshwa Madhavrao tried to establish the supremacy into the north as well as into the south India after the Battle of Panipat. He was very brave, honest, hardworking, and a good administrator. He did a work for the public welfare. He did the work for the farmers also. Peshwa Madhavrao died in 1772 due to a small disease. It was a great loss of a Maratha empire. Now, the Maratha Empire before some years lost a battle of Panipat. Many brave Sardars died, and here one important Peshwa tried to establish the supremacy into the south and north. Hmm, At once again, they lost their one leader. The Peshwa Madhavrao died due to the disease, and it was a great loss of the Maratha Empire. Okay. Then what happened? Who became the Peshwa after the Madhavrao? There, the history of another Peshwas we will learn. Okay. After the Madhavrao, his brother Narayan Rao became a Peshwa, but he died shortly. After the Narayan Rao, his son Savai Madhavrao became the Peshwa, but unfortunately he also died. Due to this, the conflict started in a Peshwa family for the next Peshwa. Raghunath Rao, brother of Nana Sahib, wanted to become a Peshwa, but the another Sardars did not agree. So he took a shelter with the British to satisfy his greed for the power. This led a war between Maratha and British that we will learn in next lesson. Okay, Raghunath Rao took a shelter of the British, and the British and the Maratha war occurred. Their information we will took in a next lesson. On the another hand, what happened? At the Mysore, Hyder Ali died in 1782 CE. After his death, his son Tipu Sultan became the king of Mysore in a Karnataka. As the Tipu Sultan became the king, he also started the activities. He was a skilled warrior, a scholar, and a poet. He established a concurrent with the French and shocked the foundation of the British supremacy. What he did? He made a treaty with the French. He made some friendship relationship with the French, and with this friendship relation they give a one shock to the British supremacy. This time Britishers started to increase their activities in India and tried to establish their rule in India. But he made the French their friends, that's why it was shock to the Britishers. And he died due to this. Britishers attacked on a Mysore Empire. In the battle against the British, Tipu Sultan died in 1799. Okay, in the battle of when they did the battle of British, in that battle, the Tipu Sultan died in 1799. Understood this? Maratha again made their supremacy into the North India again. How they made their information we will learn. At the time of Madhavrao, he appointed many brave Sardars into the North India, like Madaji Shinde, Tukoji Holkar, Ramchandra Kanande, Vishnupant Binniwale. All these Sardars were appointed by Madhavrao into the North India to make a supremacy. After the death of Madhavrao, these Sardars continued the policy of Madhavrao into the North India. These brave Sardars made a supremacy again into the North India. They defeated Rohillas, Rajput, as well as Jat into the North India and re-established the rule of Maratha into the north. The Marathas restored the Emperor Shah Alam hmm, on the throne of Delhi under the protection of Maratha. The Mughal king was not strong that time, that's why Maratha gave a protection to the Mughals and they re-established the rule of Shah Alam into the North India. Okay, and they started to give the protection. And when they started to give the protection, they took the money from the Mughal Empire due to that treaty they did. Okay, though the Maratha defeated in the Battle of Panipat, lot of soldiers were died in that battle. Hmm? But they again made a supremacy into the North India. Abdali also understood the strength of Maratha power. He knew that it was not very easy to establish a rule in a North India. So he did not attack again India. He sent a messenger to Pune for a creation of a treaty in between them. Due to this, the supremacy of Maratha increased into the North India. Okay, though the Maratha lost the battle, but the power of Maratha increased into the North India. Mahatji Shinde and the Holkars contributed in the establishment of supremacy into the North India. Their information we will learn in a next lesson. Okay, the information about the Mahatji Shinde, the Tukoji Holkars, and the Ahilyabai Holkars information we will take in a next lesson. Okay, hope you understood this lesson. Yes or no? Say loudly. Okay. Then read this lesson once very carefully. Many names and the places are important. Many times question asked on the basis of this lesson. That's why you have to read this lesson carefully, underline the important part, important dates with the pencil. Thank you.